All right, let's get this thing in the air, guys. See what's going on. I can smell fuel. Yeah, I smell it real bad. First thing you're gonna do on fuel smell is go to the source. Or go, ooh, you can smell it real bad right in this area. Oh, it's wet right here, guys. Okay. Now, I don't see any impact. It's a screw missing right here. I don't see any impact where something may have damaged the tank. I got a little cover right here. Let me get a, what is these, 10 millimeter? Let me get these little bolts off, guys. See if I can lower this cover and get a, ooh, I see fuel right there. I can smell it. It's real bad now. Hold on, guys. Let me grab an impact. We're going to take this cover off. All right, let's see if we can get this cover. Uh-oh. Oh, look at all that fuel, guys. Whoa. Oh. All right. So I got a closer look at the tank. Like I said, I don't see no damage. Guys, you know what? Oh, that's a lot of gas. Ooh, it's giving me a headache. It's fuel scent. Okay, guys. Is this a damage right here? No, I don't see no signs of impact, guys. So I need to go above. I need to go higher up. Because liquid must come down. Liquid flows down, guys. I tell you what, hold tight. Let's go inside and look on the seat. Maybe somebody put a fuel pump. Yes, that's a primary fuel pump is on that side. Hold tight, guys. I'm gonna let this down. All right, guys. Let's see. Ooh, you can smell. Oh my goodness. I knew it would smell real bad driving the car in. Let me see some. Ooh, scent getting stronger, guys. Yeah, this seat looks like. Ooh, is that fuel? Fuel stains? Did I got fuel up top? Yeah, this is the primary side. If you was to do a fuel pump, this is where you would. What is this? Ooh, guys, it's wet up here. Let's see. Oh my goodness! Holy crap! Oh, look at that! Oh, you know what, guys? Somebody put a fuel pump in here. Look, they tried to bootleg. Y'all, look, listen, guys, don't do this like this. You're really supposed to change it. Now, yes, when you do a fuel pump, a new one, they change the circuitry. So you have to physically change the wiring. Now, a new OEM pump will come with the wiring repair kit, which means you got to splice it in. Watch this video right here. Okay, so look at all this gas. I can almost bet you this pump is not on right. Because again, guys, I don't see no physical signs of damage to the pump. But I can bet you how much gas in it. If this car is full, that's exactly what it's coming from. Let me see how much fuel in. Oh, yep. We are full, guys. So it's leaking out of the. Now, do she need a pump or a tank? That is the question. Because from looking at this rail, it's on right. But I don't know if they put a seal under there also. See, I hate being in the blind. I don't know. This is a potential no start, man. These connect this haunted. This is not in here right. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I'm playing it safe. I'm getting them a new fuel pump. It's gonna come with a seal. There's nothing wrong with this retainer, but this whole fuel leak is a result. It's coming from up top, working its way down. That's why it looks like the fuel tank is leaking. But you really should start higher. Man, they could start a fire and do it. Oh. All right, so that's what I'm gonna write the estimate up, guys. I can't play games. I can't gamble if it's just a seal. No. I'm going with a primary side. This is a primary side, and this is a secondary. It's two fuel pump setup. All right, So this side is the primary, main. So let me get busy, guys. So we'll just call this a diagnostic video. The complaint was strong fuel smell. All right. Yes, I may have went backwards. I started from the bottom. I should have started up top, but you have to verify that it's actually leaking. So that's not a bad thing, come to think of it. I verified that it is some fluid leak. Then I just decided to go back up top and find out. This is what I found. So, alrighty, guys, here we are. I got the fuel pump exposed now, guys. Let me go over a few things. This is the special tool I use. Okay, this is the tool for this job. Do you 100% have to have the tool? Absolutely not, guys. A good hammer and a chisel. The goal is to just remove the ring on it. And there's indention in the ring that will allow you to do such that with a chisel and a hammer. But because I have the tool, I will utilize the tools. Don't that make sense? Yes, and I'm gonna use a breaker bar right here. So I'm gonna have to find a way to get a good some good leverage. I've seen guys use impacts on this. I'm not gonna say whatever it take to get it off, but be careful with taking it out. Okay, I guess one good whack with an impact wouldn't hurt, but I gotta get a good angle so I can turn this. And just one indention. All we trying to clear is one indention on the entire ring. All right, guys, so let me get a good position and get this off. Y'all see I'm fighting with space. I'm doing this outside, guys. All right, so hold tight. All right, guys, everything's that was pretty simple. All right, just give it one good jolt and it come off. Now, as far as like if you've never done one, guys, fuel pump is pretty self-explanatory. Like, I literally want to take the whole top end off, so I'm just gonna unplug the two connectors going to the top end. That way I have some room. You can just lay this to the side. Now, before you pick this out, guys, there's a hose right here. 3 hoses coming from the secondary fuel pump. Remember, guys, this car has equipped with 2 fuel pumps. This is the primary and the other side is the secondary. So merely push this tab in and you should be able to lift straight up on this. Now the other 2, same thing, guys. As you can see, they just stab right into the pump surface. So just pick those up. Remember where they go. It's not hard because they're different sizes. And now you're ready to bring the complete fuel pump assembly out. Guys, because there's fuel in here, you may make a mess inside if you're dealing with a customer car. You do not want gas in the interior of the car, or you will smell like gas. The car insides will smell like fuel. So as soon as you take it out, as fast as you take it out, dispose of it real quick. All right, so let's get this out. See, you can see gas spilling now. God forbid it was full. All right, so I'm just gonna set that outside. Now, guys, this job come with a new O-ring. That's right. Now, but because I'm outside, typically I would usually grab shop air and clean all this out, blow all this out. We can get rid of that. Because I'm outside, I do have a rag. I'm gonna clean up this channel and stick my new O-ring right here. You don't want no debris to be on that O-ring. Then you set your new pump in there, and that's that, guys. So hold tight. Let's continue. Alright, guys, as you can see, I got it on. Okay, the goal here, guys, I have to put some brute force on it to clear these indentions and make sure you know you're in the right place when you have all the tabs in the center indention of the ring. Okay, now what do we do here, guys? All right, remember this pump came with a wiring harness. that simply lets me know, or the technician or whoever working on the car, that the circuit has to be changed, guys. I'm not going to cover that in this video because I already have a video discussing that. In fact, I want y'all to go watch that video. I'm going to put it right here. So keep in mind, guys, even after you put a new pump on it, especially a OEM Mopar pump, you're not done. You have to complete the circuit. All right, if I plug this in right now and start the car, it still will not start. That does not mean you need another fuel pump. That means I've seen this. I've seen this even at the shop. I've seen mechanics make this mistake, okay? Because everybody tend to open the box, just grab the parts out of the box and put them on and throw the paperwork and instruction, that big old wiring harness away. No, guys, it's there for a reason. All right, like I say, I'm gonna cover that. I covers that in that video. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.